Have a great fucking life with him, Dad.
No, Thea, please! Please!
Oh my God. I can't. Get out. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Octavia's emotional crash out in Helluva Boss has been met with mixed reactions, with some dismissing her feelings as overly dramatic or irrational. However, a closer examination reveals that her responses are not only valid but also grounded in a lifetime of emotional neglect, broken promises, and unaddressed pain.
You lied to me.
What?
You lied to me! You said you would never leave me! You promised!
Thea, I didn't leave you. I would never.
In defending Octavia's perspective, it becomes clear that her actions reflect a deep-seated need for security, understanding, and accountability, which Stolas, despite his love, has repeatedly failed to provide. The heart of Octavia's discontent lies a fundamental betrayal: Stolas' promise to never leave her. For a child, especially one in an unstable household, such a promise serves as a cornerstone of stability and trust. Stolas' failure to uphold this promise, whether intentional or not, dismantle the foundation of Octavia's emotional security. This is not merely about physical absence, it's about the symbolic abandonment that comes from prioritizing his desires, most notably his relationship with Blitz, over his responsibilities as a father. Stolas' actions during key moments such as the Lululand episode highlight his reoccurring pattern of neglect. While his pursuit of happiness through his relationship with Blitz is understandable, it often comes at Octavia's expense. His overt focus on Blitz and Lululand to the point of ignoring Octavia's distress until it becomes unavoidable sets a precedent that she is not his priority. This behavior is compounded by his willingness to risk his life for Blitz, even if it means leaving Octavia to navigate her already fragile life without him. While one can argue that saving Blitz was morally right, the underlying issue remains. Stolas' consistent prioritization of his desires over his parental duties has left Octavia feeling like a second choice.
You never loved Mother, and you don't love me. You love him. And you needed these! Was this my fault that you needed these?
Another revelation bomb drop is Stolas' antidepressants, adds another layer of complexity to Octavia's mistrust. While Octavia likely understands that mental health struggles are not a choice, the fact that Stolas hid this from her feels like another lie of omission. To her, it signals that Stolas was unhappy long before their family fell apart. But instead of addressing his struggles, he maintained a facade of normalcy, leaving her unprepared for the eventual collapse.
Now you fucking know!
You are so lucky you are hot, Stella.
The toxic dynamic between her parents and her uncle's manipulative interferences adds to Octavia's burden. Stella's willingness to use Octavia as a pawn in her vendetta against Stolas showcases her utter disregard for her daughter's well-being. Stella's behavior actively preventing Octavia from contacting Stolas and reveling in his misery exemplifies emotional abuse. Her uncle's complicity in this scheme further isolates Octavia, forcing her to navigate a minefield of family dysfunction without support.
Let him get up. Fight back! Fight back! Fight back!
I should have listened.
I just want to go home. But home doesn't even feel like home anymore.
You ruined it.
Octavia's journey mirrors the struggle of many individuals dealing with fractured family dynamics. Her sense of betrayal and isolation resonates with those who have experienced broken promises from parents or caregivers. The promise of stability once broken often leaves scars that shape a person's worldview and relationships. Like Octavia, many find themselves questioning their worth, their place in the family, and whether their parents' decisions were motivated by obligation rather than love. The song I Will Be Okay captures Octavia's resilience and her acknowledgement of the pain that comes from realizing a parent's limitations. Her line, "I will be okay," encapsulates a bittersweet truth. Healing is possible, but the relationship may never be the same.
Octavia, sweetie, please. You have always been the only good thing in my life.
So does that mean you just stayed miserable because of me? Was I some fucking obligation?
It's crucial to acknowledge that Octavia's anger and withdrawal are not signs of being irrational, but of justified pain. While forgiveness is often framed as a necessary step in healing, it is not obligated. Octavia has every right to set boundaries and prioritize her emotional well-being over reconciliation with her father. However, forgiveness, when earned and freely given, can be a powerful tool for growth, both for the forgiver and the forgiven. For Stolas, the path to redemption lies in consistent action rather than hollow apologies. As Bliss pointed out, Stolas must keep trying. This means prioritizing Octavia's needs, demonstrating genuine remorse, and working to rebuild her trust. Octavia, in turn, deserves the space to process her feelings without pressure to forgive or forget.
Can't. You lied to me once and you'll do it again. Have a great fucking life with him, Dad.
Octavia's story is one of heartbreak, resilience, and the search for identity amidst chaos. Her reactions, far from being immature or unwarranted, are deeply rooted in a lifetime of broken promises and unaddressed wounds. While Stolas' pursuit of happiness is valid, it does not absolve him of the responsibility to prioritize his daughter's well-being. In defending Octavia, I validate the pain of those who have experienced similar struggles. Her journey reminds us that healing is not linear, forgiveness is not mandatory, and setting boundaries is an act of self-respect. As her story unfolds, Octavia's resolve will undoubtedly inspire others to embrace their pain, seek understanding, and strive for a future where they too can say, "One day I'll be okay."